Hi, I'm Marty Nimco. This is another of my fictional short stories. This one is called The Employer's Dilemma. The employer says, I sent my team the kudo. Velocity up 17% thanks to the AI handoff. But that reminds them that it's an endless hamster wheel. On the other hand, better, faster, cheaper gives customers better help at lower cost. And that ends up benefiting everyone, including indirectly the public. But as they say, on the backs of the worker. I don't want to be vindictive to the weak workers I can't lay off. They keep demanding more and doing less, but HR says I have to live with them. But where do I get cover if, as AI gets better, I use that as the excuse to lay them off? On the other hand, I am dealing with human beings, not some abstraction like reduced headcount. Do I indulge my tendency to moderation, or will that up the chances that our competitors will eat us? The employee. I got off the train. Lucky it stopped raining as I trudged to the car. I pulled my Contigo from my backpack. I need caffeine so I don't fall asleep on the way home. Okay, one more check of my phone before I drive. Velocity up 17%. Good, yeah, but can I keep this up? Do I want to? I do like our service, and it's ever better, cheaper, which makes everyone happier. But I'm tired, and I'm only 38. Should I look for another job? Probably the grass wouldn't be greener. Quiet quit? That's not me. Besides, that could get me dumped, and it's harder to look for a job if you're unemployed. The employer. I love that first moment back home, crash on sofa, hoping my wife and kids will give me a few minutes before the onslaught. But who am I kidding? It's 9:20 and I'm finally in bed. I read the Times, a piece on stay workers, too scared to quit, and some have morphed from quiet quitting to quiet cracking. I'm not seeing that on my team yet. Of course, they would try to hide that from me. What would happen if some of them left? On the upside, it would probably be the less productive ones. But societally, if a lot of weak employees quit, what will happen? Raised taxes to support them? Would there be enough money to support them all, say with UBI, without eating our seed corn? Will we have a lot more of what is sanitizingly called social unrest? What should I do? One of my first principles is that efficiency ultimately benefits everyone. But in the world of AI and soon AGI and then ASI, which will kill many jobs and further ratchet up pressure on the survivors, am I over-prioritizing efficiency? For example, if we automate too much, no one will have the money to buy stuff. I think I'll have a glass of wine. The employee. I think I'll get high. In any event, that's the employer's dilemma. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel, and certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 36 books. Perhaps most relevant is A Dose of Reality, but all 36 are on Amazon. In any event, I thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemco.